I don't see how we can make bigger enemies.
To be offended or frightened of it.
So you've become like the sort of Tony Scarface of podcasting.
Oh, the fucking thing changed, bro. Are you serious? Okay, there we go. Now.
What a
Oh, they
vague-
didn't hear that.
Am I live?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
What a vague excuse. I hope you guys got the end of that, where he did this crazy, inappropriate thing, which do not redo. And then he said, "Oh, there's no volume. The thing changed."
No, sound was up. No, because no, for real. For real, I don't know why.
Producing the morning show.
I don't know why.
Barely.
No, I don't know why it does
Poseidon
this. I don't know why it
69.
does this.
IamPoseidon.com is where you can find
The-
it. You could even hire him to produce your show. Why the fuck would you do that? I don't know.
Oh, go fuck yourself. bro.
It's like that, huh? I told you, no dirty jokes at the beginning of the show, or you will be punished.
Yeah, wait 5 minutes.
They're gonna fucking take us down. Look, I swore.
No, the first minute. But the first minute is the intro, so we're good.
No, they're onto us now. The algorithms know, bro. They know, bro.
That's why Pantelis made an intro.
I made the intro.
Or you made an intro.
I didn't make it for that. I made it because I'm like, it's the morning show. We should have like a vintage, vibe.
Like a little funky beat.
Honestly, why are you
Do you
dressed
wanna
like a 70s fucking talk show couch? Can you tell me? Can you tell me? Please, fucking please. Oh man.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What's up,
Festival
guys?
Uzbekistan, yeah.
How's it going?
Welcome to the morning show, the only morning show done live on YouTube, well, at least once a week in all of Quebecistan, because that's where we live, Quebecistan. This, honestly, former Soviet countries are doing better than Quebec is doing right now. Inflation is out of control. The SAC is down, but it's a secret you can't tell anyone. Don't ask Frankie about it. Yeah, inflation. Bro, see the inflation numbers?
Here's what I don't understand.
35.3% for lettuce.
Yeah, but
It's crazy.
But here's what I don't understand, because it dropped under 6%, but the cost of goods is still increasing. So I don't know. I'm not an economist. I don't know how these things work. But
I think a lot of
How
the
does-
food increase is not actually a direct it is partially a byproduct of inflation, but a lot of it is also
it's not impacted directly.
it is impacted directly, but there's also a secondary, or I mean, there might be more than two factor. Sorry, I'm tired. Which is the supply shortages that had happened. So like lettuce, it's a crop failure.
Right.
That's what caused the increase of lettuce. That's not inflation, but they're presenting it like this is inflation.
Yeah, because
But
I
it's
have
not.
it. Part of the news. The headlines was, inflation took a dip in January. Like, it's the big news, right? We dropped under 6%. But then you have all these analysts who are like, hold on a second here,
If
because
inflation is
all
dipping,
cost of goods have gone up.
well, then there's a whole thing that's been happening with what's the parent company of Loblaws?
Sobeys.
Sobeys, yeah. So Sobeys is saying, inflation is the reason all our food is increasing. But like some of the, especially their perishable goods, forget vegetables and fruits. The perishable stuff they bought a year and a half ago at much lower prices.
Yeah.
And they still increased the price.
Yeah.
So they're also making money.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
they're showing record-breaking earnings. All grocers, like big chains,
Yeah.
if they're publicly traded, you can see it. It's very easy to see. They're making more money
But
than
they're
they've
also
ever made.
dealing with a bunch of other stuff, right? Transport and like
Gas prices have gone up, but a lot of their stuff is already here and housed.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like not everything. So it's one of those oversimplifications that doesn't really justify what they're saying, but it's actually worse in reality than it seems.
I don't know, man. I hope this thing kind of corrects itself because I only renewed my mortgage for a year. I'm like, fuck this shit.
The mortgage, it seems like mortgages are going to start. The rates for the mortgages will at the end of next year, probably. This is my non-financial
End of
guy
next year?
projection. At the end of this year, sorry. By the
Yeah.
end of this year, they'll either completely plateau and start coming down,
I hope so.
or they'll have started coming down before the end of the year, but not to where they were. Not to like 2%.
That's what I'm betting on.
We're going to sit at
And
like
of course, I'm not a
5, 4.
pro. This is a complete gamble I made with my
I don't know
wife.
anything about mortgages.
Yeah.
I don't even have one. So actually, someone goes to me, they're like, "Oh, you don't have a mortgage now? You're living." At
Have
the
you given
family
up
home?"
looking?
No, we're still looking. They're like, "You must be saving so much money." I go, "For a little while there, we were,
Thanks.
until everything tripled in price." So no, yeah, we're not saving any money. We're just saving a little money, but not really. I mean, what really fucking grinds my gears? I love that expression. Everything's gone up.
But do you know what
Everyone's
really
aware.
grinds my gears?
When people interrupt a
When
thought.
people interrupt you, I think, eh?
Fucking talking couch over here. He's the kind of couch that you know there's change, crumbs, and
I'm trying to
stains
think.
on
There was a show. I can't remember if it was animated or if it was one of those like kids
it. He's
shows.
the same color as our.
It was a couch. No, but the couch was talking. What show was that?
Big comfy couch.
I don't remember.
Did that show couch talk show?
There was something with a couch that
couch
was
talk?
talking. I just can't remember the.
Did I have a stroke just now? All my words got jumbled.
Can't remember the. color.
You're too attracted to this giant couch over here.
The fucking velveteen. I don't know what he is. Me, it's not the
I like
top.
it. I
It's
like
the
it.
matching the top with the pants that really takes it to that 70s porn studio vibe.
Hey,
It's 70s porn studio or like Chamonix basement. 80s, circa 1980s. You know, he knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh my god.
What was I saying? What was
Yeah,
my
the
thought?
houses. Yeah, you're saving money or
They're like, "Are you
for a
saving
while.
money?" I'm
and
like,
then
not really, because now it's just ridiculous. Like, I used to buy a tomato for, I don't know, $1, and now it's like $18 for a tomato. So, not really saving a lot of money.
yeah, I got some friends in the restaurant business, and they're telling
I don't
me
know how they're doing it.
my exact same shopping list has gone up like $200. The exact same thing on a weekly basis.
I remembered my points now that you said that. So every client I have talks to me about, oh, everything's more expensive.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, by the way, I've increased my rates for the year. They're like,
What?
wait, why? I was like, what do you mean? They're like, what is it? What? Nothing changes. I'm like, everything changes.
You should tell them. What are you talking about, man?
restaurant
Should have let us-
restaurant prices because of that have gone incredibly up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like
Like-
everyone's like, oh, I get it. Restaurant's expensive. But like any non-direct, if you're not directly exposed to an industry, so you don't know much about it, like you guys want to talk fucking increases, you should look at some of the stuff I need to do my work. Like hard drives. Hard drives are the best example.
Oh,
Hard
yeah,
drives have
huh?
gone up like 48%. Like the type I use for editing, not like an average thumb
Yeah.
drive. Do they still make thumb drives? Yeah, my dad still uses them. He plugs shit in.
Yeah.
Like an SSD, 1 terabyte, USB-C that I use to archive footage used to cost me, I don't know, between $100 and $120. Now, take a guess.
$350.
Not $350, $240.
Yeah.
Like I saw
I
it
was
the other
about
day
to
for
say
$240.
$250.
It was $240. I freaked out. I was like, why? Nothing's changed. These are sitting in a warehouse. You made them 15 years ago. What are you doing? Why is this more expensive?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. And then Amazon makes it easier to spend, obviously. You're just like, oh, click. It's
Yeah.
not real money. It's my Visa.
Convenience. Straight to the door.
Sometimes I order stuff in the morning and it comes at night.
Isn't that good?
It's fucking nuts. Like, people tell me, like, I want to move to a small village. I'm like, no, nobody talking. There's no Prime in the village. What if I need things?
Oh, the other day, by the way, I forgot I ordered something from Prime, and we got a new video camera with our doorbell in the building because there was a lot of
Yeah.
thefts. And one thing I didn't notice though, at night everyone looks like a crackhead because it's dark
The infrared turns on.
and the infrared turns on, and
So
they
their
have these
eyes are
huge
shiny.
black eyes, bro, and they're shiny. And I'm like,
You know that crackheads don't have shiny eyes, right?
not
That's
shiny.
Vampires. You're thinking
not-
of vampires.
No, not shiny, but like I'm telling you, like it seems.
I've seen infrared.
I thought that it was a crackhead
like cats.
ringing my doorbell, And I the app is new, and I just started using it, and I accidentally answered, and I yell, "Yo, who the fuck is this crackhead?" And he goes, "Sir, I have an Amazon package for you."
That's so funny.
Always making friends, huh?
Yeah.
Have you seen this string of Amazon delivery guys fucking tossing boxes? It's in Montreal specifically.
No, but I've seen a lot of those videos where
I have
dogs
one. It
chase
happened
them.
to me. Remember? I
Oh,
outed
yeah,
the
you
guy.
put a video,
I was
yeah.
so mad. He broke my kid's present.
Did it break? Yeah.
Yes.
We're on camera, right? Yes.
Yeah,
it's
bro.
broken. It's broken.
It was in 1,000 pieces. I mean, it was the type of toy that comes in 1,000 pieces, so you can build it. It's like a STEM toy. But I opened the box and it was pieces and pieces.
Yeah, but they've been doing that. One time, the guy here where I used to live. Why you make a left?
Yeah, they've been doing. It sounds like you're gonna start a rap song. They've been doing. It do be like that.
Because I had a balcony on the first floor where I used to live at my mom's
Back in the
place.
good old days, when you were living the high life.
And bro, the guy, they were just tossing it on the balcony every time I'd order something.
Balcony's okay. They do that.
How did they
like,
notice the right balcony?
They don't. I like when my grandfather tries to receive the package, who's deaf, mostly, partially blind, and doesn't really speak English. And they're like, "No, sir." He goes, "Give me books." He just yells at them, "It's for grandson." He's just shouting. And they're like, "Sir, are you Philip?" "No, what? What?" They're like, "Fuck it, take it."
Same thing. Same.
So crazy. He's mad. He goes, go inside the internet to me 2 nights ago. My TV's broke it. I'm like, okay. Can't hear anything. I'm like, dude, you're deaf. He goes, no. The thing, he goes, it's broke it. I go, what's broke it? For the fucking earphones. So I look, because he's blind. He can't really, he feels for the hole so he can plug in the earphones, so it's not loud, so he can hear it properly. And he sits like this close to the TV. He just sits there and like headphones on. You can walk in the room, rob the place. He has no idea. He's living in a fucking sensory deprivation experience. And he shows me the fucking hole is destroyed. He's like in and out, in and out. This is getting weird the way I'm saying this. This is a weird sound.
What
bite.
hole is destroyed?
Yeah. I'm gonna stop. But like, he's like smashed. The
In
side of the
breaking
TV.
news,
Destroyed
Phil has smashed this lady's hole open.
So what is it? He wants a new TV?
He wants a new TV, so he's like, go on the internet and order it. So I order one, but it's hard to find one with a 3.5 with TRS jack. They're not common.
No.
So I found one because it's coming tomorrow.
Get him wireless.
Wait, no. That's phone calls every day to me. It's not connected. It's making the Bluetooth device is connected. It's gonna no. Mumila Mia Kineza is gonna be telling me no. So I order it and I tell him it's okay. This morning he saw me. I go, it's gonna come Friday. Like he was like, what the fuck? We live in the third world. It's supposed to come tomorrow. I'm like, who told him about Prime? Because when I first moved in, he's like, what the fuck are you guys ordering?
Yeah.
Because like we don't go get things anymore. If I need something, I might go try it on somewhere, but I'll find it online for cheaper.
Yeah.
And even like certain foods, my wife does online groceries. She does everything online.
Oh, you do that
We
stuff,
only
yeah.
buy meats and vegetables in person. Everything else, she just orders from Walmart or wherever.
Yeah.
You do online groceries.
My wife does. I can't do it because like I need to walk around because I don't know what we need.
Is there a fee?
If you order
It's
over,
negligible.
Like, it's not much.
It's
No,
not much.
depends where you do it from. You do it from a small grocery store that's using like a third party. Yes, like Murelatos, rest in peace. You used to have that. It was a service called Cooldell. You would pay something. It was minimal though, but that didn't work out, and obviously they went bankrupt. Walmart, fucking gratos, like nothing. You just order.
But Walmart is a multi-billion-dollar corporation.
Yeah, exactly. But like you're getting a better rate for like certain things like diapers. I mean, that's not really groceries, but we order quite a few things from Walmart. Not all our food, but some things. Like I'm not gonna buy a fucking steak from Walmart. That's not happening. But even my butcher,
Their meats aren't so bad,
I
actually.
hate their meats. No, just the idea of it. That and Costco, except for chicken, I won't buy any other meat from Costco. It, like, except no, Anna buys veal sometimes because it's like a local brand, that purple one there, whatever it's called. But yeah, I mean, why would I go anywhere? So my grandfather was like, "What the fuck are you guys ordering?" There's just like boxes coming constantly. He's like, "You bought more shoes?" I'm like, "What shoes? These are grocery bags. Why are you buying sneakers again?" I'm like, I didn't buy sneakers. I have sneakers coming today though.
Oh my god.
I got some.
What kind? What
some
kind?
Fresh Air Force Ones. I don't have a high top pair anymore. They're wrecked. I had to throw them out.
I know what my next pair is gonna be. I found these white Air Force Ones with like touches of gold on them.
The ones I have.
No, but these ones are different. It's just like on the laces and like I think.
Oh, the one that
somewhere-
looks like it's been sprayed with gold.
No.
Those are
It
cool.
just no. It
I'd
just
buy those if I had the extra cash.
hold on.
It looks like someone took a gold paintbrush and just went twice on the laces. It's like marbled. Yeah, they're fucking
I think
nice.
it's that. I think it's those.
They're nice. They're like I wouldn't wear them. I'm way too white of a human to wear those. Like I can't get away with that.
I'm just off white, so.
Yeah. I mean, I coined that expression on this just thing.
Oh, you did?
A couple years ago, the Greeks are off-white. We're not really olive. We're not white. We're
It
off-white.
depends. Like I'm a bit yellowish.
That's your Chinese
Not
ancestry.
really.
No.
No. It may be his Mongoloid ancestry. Yeah. Through the Turks, I'm sure we got a little Asiatic something.
Yeah.
Like, little.
Me in the summer, I look the best, bro. When I get a tan from Greece,
Yeah, you look at the
But
best.
the tan
I
has to
get
be from Greece.
I get this golden. I get this golden.
It's a special type of tan.
Yeah, I
You
get a
guys remember
golden.
when I came
I
back
get
to
a,
Greece? Like I get pretty dark for such a pasty human. Like I get a like my tan is solid.
I get a nice golden tan. If I get
I
a
look Maghrebi.
if I get a South American tan, I look Sri Lankan or Pakistani. No, it's true.
yeah.
I swear to God, Pantelis can
I
attest
find
to
the
this.
last time you went to what was it, Cuba? You had gone. When you went down south, when you came back, you looked like you raped a dolphin. That's the only the only vibe I got from you. Yeah, I'm just slinging them today, huh? Pang, pang, pang.
Yeah, you are. Eh? I don't mind stuff like that.
I
It's,
have how you say kefis.
Geffy.
George, did you do any research or no?
Yeah. There's
Because you said you didn't have anything. That's why I've been going on this.
No.
random
I said
time.
I didn't really read them. But
breaking news.
Oh, really?
The SAC has spent
We
458
already covered
million.
that.
Oh, we did. Oh.
Yeah.
We didn't go into detail.
We didn't go into
because
detail,
They
though.
were
Yeah.
supposed to launch it yesterday. They launched it.
Wait,
yesterday.
let's just say what it is.
Yeah,
So
we
click-
spoke
Yeah.
about that I think 2 weeks ago, where
Hex.
everything shut down and we had
Oh,
to.
yeah, we
you
did.
couldn't even go in person.
You couldn't.
Yeah.
No, you could go in person for certain services, but you need an appointment. But they weren't taking appointments because the system was down, so you had to
Yeah.
do some rendezvous. But they weren't doing some rendezvous.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was, but we listed the
Yeah.
services that weren't available. There were
Yeah.
some serious ones, like you can't sell your car, basically.
That's what happened to my father-in-law right now. He bought a car.
Yeah.
It was like a 6-month wait. He finally got the car.
But if you
the
get
car
from
was
a deal-
damaged.
no, but if you get from a dealership, it's fine.
No, but listen.
Yeah.
The car was damaged on arrival.
Oh,
and he's
shit.
like, fix it. And then they were being super sketchy. And they're like, he's like, where's my car? They're like, it's in the shop. He's like, can I see it? They're like, it's in another shop. And he's like, what? Where's the car? He's like, no, we're just fixing that little thing you showed. It was like a little scratch on the front. You know that piece that pops out so you can hook
Yeah,
the car?
yeah,
That
yeah.
thing was damaged. They were fixing it. But it seems like they may have damaged the car in the process, so they were hiding it. So he canceled it. So now he has this license plate that he needs to return.
Oh my god.
And the SAC's like, no. He's like, but I'm still paying monthly for a car I don't have. Like, I don't need this plate.
But why
They're
would he
like,
cancel it though? He found it too fishy.
It was very suspicious, and they were being dicks. Like he was telling me the story. I'm like, how bad do you want this car? He goes, I really want the car. I'm like, bad enough to like take their bullshit. Like they're clearly being sketchy. And then he went and he bought a fancier car. He, like I guess his second midlife crisis. He bought a really really fancy car. Good for him.
Bravo.
So yeah,
Like
so
George, who drives around. I don't know if you guys know this. George, he drives around a fucking Stang, in a Mustang,
Shit.
all electric, which makes it less stangy.
That's
but
not
yeah,
a real Mustang.
It's a Mustang. Get it? It's a Mustang. Mustang. I'm gonna call you Mustang now.
it's a Mustang.
Mustang.
The fans of the Mustang, they asked for all-wheel drive and they give us an electric car. I'm never gonna forget that.
It's a nice looking car, I have to say.
Look,
the inside's a bit wonky.
Yes, no.
Like it's
nice.
a bit weird.
Hold
for
on.
me.
Hold on, it's a nice car. Yes, I agree, but it's like it's not a Mustang. Like me, I like cars, so me it bothers me. Most people it doesn't bother them; they don't care.
What
It's
bothers you?
the fact that they called it a Mustang.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
I guess it helps with their sales.
yeah,
I don't. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know. It's a nice looking car. Like
It's nice. And
Enjoy
look,
it.
for us, it's temporary.
I just wish
because,
my
we
car
we
would
lost
come.
a lot of space. So, you know,
lost
when you go
space
from
in the car.
well, yeah, when you're going from an SUV to
It's kind of an SUV.
it's like a
Crossover.
It's like a crossover, yeah.
It's bigger than my crossover.
It is-
I
is
can't
it?
wait to. Honestly, I rented a car from Poseidon. Took care of me. For,
Oh yeah, it's true.
For my
oh,
shoot.
by the way, I would like to address something,
Yeah.
bro. You're bad luck,
Why?
bro. The moment you left, I was serving clients and
Yeah.
I sold them a navigation
Oh, you're
package
still there.
for the car part time.
Okay.
And basically, bro, the 3 cars I changed that are supposed to have built-in nav didn't have. Never happened to me before.
I had nav.
You're a goddamn bro.
But wait, no, I didn't have built-in nav.
No, you
The
didn't.
Hyundai nav doesn't work. I used my phone.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
used. No,
Not
no,
that I
but
needed it, I
no,
was
but
here.
these cars have built-in and
Because I saw the guy there renting out a GPS. I'm like, they still make those? I was in total shock.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, yeah.
No, Europeans still they don't like to use their phone. They like
The data, they're cheapos.
Yeah,
But there's
yeah.
6 SIM cards. They're like drug dealers, all of them. Fucking
So
Spaniards.
so So yeah, bro, 3 cars I changed. Bro, I was I was
This is a
losing my
weird
mind.
story, and I don't know how it's my
I
fault.
kept running around right after
Because
he
it's
left.
right after he did your car.
Anyways, my point was,
And then it was
put
like-
me in a Hyundai
and it was
Santa
in a
Fe,
row.
which I've
Oh,
never
they're
driven.
nice Santa Fe's.
It's a big fucking car, and because I've always been like, I don't want a big car. I don't want a big car.
Your dad had one, no?
My dad had a Santa
Yeah.
Fe, but they weren't this big. Like the Santa Fe then is as big as the Tucson is now.
No, really?
Yeah, they're much bigger than they used to
okay.
be. So I drove this thing, and I was like, this is a fucking tank.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I'm on the highway, and at one point I'm like, oh, this is very fast. Like I was easily doing like 178, 180. I was like, how is this? Like you just touch the gas. My car, you have to floor, and it goes wah, and then it takes off. And it's a little.
Well, it's a big car too, so they have to add power to it.
My gauge doesn't even go to 260 on my car. It goes to 200, I think only. Yeah, it was. I can't wait to get the fucking new car. I'm so over my car. It's like, have you seen my car recently?
Well, I've seen it.
It looks like it's been driving through fucking downtown
No, man, it
Ukraine.
looks okay.
Like the bumper's hanging off.
Oh,
the
you
front
didn't fix
light
it finally?
burned.
Jesus Christ.
My wife scraped the colonna on the
Nice,
side.
nice.
Like
Oh,
it's dirty.
fantastic.
I'm just over it. I
Yeah,
have
the
2 more
dirty thing,
months.
though, man, I don't even bother cleaning it anymore because the minute the kids go in, it's like,
Yes, I was trying to clean out like rocks and stuff because I don't have mats. I never got them.
Oh,
I was like,
no,
whatever,
that's
it's a
no
lease.
good.
I don't care. But the car gets stinky in the
sure.
winter because of the water.
Obviously.
And I was like, down there, I was like, fuck it. French fries, a whole chicken nugget. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? It's disgusting.
Yeah. So back to the SA.
Should've never had kids,
Back
is what
to the
you're saying,
SAQ. So they were supposed to fix this thing. They made a software and they launched it yesterday. It was like big news.
It's a consolidation of all the different data servers they were using. And they called it, because we're Quebec and everything has to be click sac. Click Express, Click Secure, Click Secure Express, Click Citoyen,
Sac
Click
Click or Click
Click
Sac
Sac.
or yeah, Click
Like, I don't know which Quebecois minister 10 years ago was like, hey, stick click.
They got to follow
Everything's
the branding.
clicks.
Yeah. With a Q.
And it becomes, no,
It's a C?
no, it's a C, yeah. It's CILIC. It's
Okay.
very confusing because my business stuff for like my NEQ number, Revenue Quebec, and my personal stuff, it's all click something. So I'm like, which, even my fucking Mac, it can't tell which one goes into which password. I can never sign in. What is that?
Computer. Fucking working.
Yeah, what are you making it do?
I was customizing shoes.
Yeah, I never heard.
Yeah, I've never heard the fans go off, ever.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
It sounded like he was accelerating.
So anyway,
damn,
so
that
they
was the
launched the
computer?
site. So they launched the site.
Bro,
and,
Nike needs to update their website as well, bro.
Nike?
Yeah.
Nike's website did that to you?
Yeah.
Jesus
Why are
Christ.
you
Oh
on
my
Nike's
God.
website?
I was customizing shoes.
I love doing that, but it's like fucking 9 weeks to deliver.
Yeah, it's intense.
It's too long.
Does Nike
not
still
these.
have that?
The ones I have outside are
does Nike
custom.
still have that policy, like free replacement, that they used to have back in the
Nike
day?
has
Hold on, what,
the-
what?
Nike has one of the best return policies.
I
You
remember-
can wear your shoes for 3 months and be like, they're not comfortable, and they'll take them back.
I remember back in the
No
day.
way.
Yeah, your Nikes were ripped or whatever.
Depends how long you've had them.
I would send them back, and they would find, if the model didn't exist anymore, they would replace it with either the equivalent or whatever.
Free shoes for life, huh?
Wow.
I wonder if they do it, because I have a pair of custom
They used to do it. I
winterized.
don't know if they still do it though.
Like the black ones that I have outside here, they look like an Air Force One, but they have padding inside, and
Yeah.
they have like a grippy sole for the winter. But I've had them for like 4 winters, and the sole bed has
They have
dropped.
what?
What?
A what?
A grippy sole.
Grippy, eh?
Yeah.
Grippy?
Not everything is sex, bro. You watch a lot of porn. You need to stop watching so much porn.
I don't watch
It
that
messes
much,
with your life.
actually.
Yeah, but it's bled into your
You're like,
TikTok
no.
experience. That's what's
No, it
happening.
hasn't.
The algorithm knows the
I
weird
just-
shit.
I just like
but
Gorilla
be,
Grip,
No,
it's
but
just
be
showing
honest. Be honest. It's every day, right?
What do you mean?
At least once a day,
Porn?
like at night or
no.
in the morning.
No, it's not every day.
No,
it's
he has a coloc now.
it's I would say twice a week.
When you were alone, though.
3. When
you
I
were
was
just
alone?
single and by yourself, constantly. You get bored, you
It was
masturbate.
Oh, yeah,
It was
100%.
on repeat.
Yeah.
100%.
You just left the porn tab open. Like, who's gonna see it?
No, I would close it. I'm too.
I would close
no,
it.
I'm too paranoid.
Okay, so your girlfriend lives with you now.
Yes, of course.
Oh, okay.
He lives with her,
Oh, okay. I thought she was at
we
your
live
place.
together.
Okay.
but really,
No.
like, you know what? I want to take a break
play
from the
that
click
shit.
thing. I want to talk about you a bit.
Yeah.
What are like household duties like? Like, how are they shared between you and
That's
your?
none of your fucking
I'm just
business.
curious. Are you a hands-on type of guy? Like, you cleaning toilets? Are you doing dishes? Are you
Oh,
making
I help.
dinners?
I help
I'm just
her.
curious.
Of course, I cook for her sometimes.
Yeah. What's your specialty? Like, what do you cook?
Omelets.
Omelets not cooking. That doesn't count. Try again.
Steaks.
Well,
No, I'll make.
I'm making fun, but me too. It's eggs and steak that I mostly make.
It's that. If not, we have a good food thing. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, I know what good food is.
And there's recipes.
I like how he asked me that. So
Oh, the one that you,
sincerely.
the thing
Because
that
he
you
just
order,
now
right?
started making food at home. So he's like, do you know about good food? It's been around for like 10 years.
Pretty cool that, no? That they send you the
I
Yeah,
got-
they send you all the ingredients and you make
After
it.
about
so I'll do
6
that.
months, we just kept the recipes and we just remake them on our own.
yeah.
It's cheaper.
That's what we're doing now.
There's some good stuff in there.
We're
I've
building.
had some
Yeah,
interesting
yeah.
good
There's
food meals.
yeah. There's me. I like their shrimp recipes.
I don't like shrimp.
Oh, I love shrimp, bro.
Really? Of course
Oh,
you do.
I love shrimp.
Do you eat it like this?
No, let's not go that far. But
don't know.
bro, you don't.
Well,
You
what do you
understand,
cook?
bro.
Like you do the bed in the morning? Have you ever done a bed?
Of course,
I don't know.
Who does laundry?
she does.
Yeah, that's smart. That's smart. Do it that way.
Yeah,
You have a lot of very specific items of clothing made of velveteen and
exactly.
stuff.
So
You don't want to ruin that.
She separates everything.
Yeah,
like
you got to
that.
separate the
'Cause I
colors
just-
out of the whites.
'cause
They
I-
can't mix.
Because I just toss. I know. Because I just toss everything in the washer. Like I don't care. Like
Really?
when I used to live alone, I would colors, whites. Well, actually, at
It's very
first,
progressive of you.
well, here's the thing. At first, I started separating them, but then I got fed up. I was like, "Fuck this, bro! Just everything. I need to wash all my clothes here." Paf in the
You know
washer.
what? I don't think we separate either.
I love that you're not sure because you're
Yeah.
not doing the laundry.
No, I do it, but
I mean, the kids' laundry gets done on its own
okay.
because she has like a gentle soap that she uses for the
We don't give a
kids.
shit anymore.
My daughter has really sensitive skin. She gets
Yeah.
rashes.
Everything. Like, I'm like Poseidon. Everything inside. Unless you have
Hola,
to use,
mesa.
unless you have to bleach certain things, then you
Well, that's
obviously
different. Yeah. And it's funny because she's like, okay, so we gotta do laundry. So separate this shit out. Whatever's dirty, put it. I'm like, okay. And she's like, okay, so we gotta do 6 loads of black because like all we have is black clothes. Me and her. And then there's like a little pile of whites.
Oh, I have a question for
Yeah.
you guys. So I have a white T-shirt. I bought it. I would say, how old am I? 29. I must have bought it when I was like 22.
Okay.
Now I really like this white T-shirt because there's a pocket on it
I like how good pocket white t-shirts stand.
and it has a rose on it.
I know
And
that
I like.
t-shirt. I've
yeah.
seen you wear it.
Yes, I like roses on clothes. I don't know why.
Sure.
My grandfather liked that as well, and I took a lot from my grandfather.
Start
My
calling it
mom's side.
triadafilo.
My mom's side. And now the thing is, I've worn that shirt so many times. There's permanent armpit stains.
Mm-hmm.
How do I remove them?
you grab the shirt
And you throw it out.
and you gotta throw it in the garbage,
Yeah.
and you gotta buy another one.
Yeah, I
I
think.
can't find anything like that, bro.
So make one custom.
Fucking
How?
yeah, man.
Go on Vistaprint.
Go on any
Take
site,
a picture of the
grab
rose.
a
Hold
yeah.
on. Take a picture of the rose that you have on your thing, like a really clear photo. Vectorize it on one of those free sites. Pop it into a thing. Pay the digitization fee to have it embroidered. It's gonna be like $20. Order the shirt. You can fucking have a sweater, a hoodie, everything with roses.
Oh,
Hell, if you want, I'll put it on my store. You can buy it from there.
oh, really?
We'll put
Vi-
your
vi-
face in the rose.
Hold on, something's wrong with
Vistaprint
the
doesn't even
stream.
charge you to upload anything. I think
No, if you're doing embroidery, they charge you a
they've
digitization
never
fee.
charged me.
For embroidery.
Yeah,
Oh, Mark E says
first time you
bleach
pay
it.
it.
I
The
did
first
this
time you
there.
pay it.
Can't remember.
What did you say?
Mark E says bleach it.
Yeah, but he has the rose. The rose's color might fuck up the thread.
Oh no, it's
Unless you do it by
it's
hand.
not it's not. Oh yeah, I might fuck up the thread. Yeah,
I mean,
you're
you could just put part of it in bleach. I really don't know. I've never had an armpit stain
right. Oh no, but this is over the years.
ever. I have shirts that I've had for 15 years. I'm a dad, man. My style got locked in time the second I had my first.
Well,
kid.
also you only wear black, so you can't see them.
He's worn
that's true.
white.
I wear white in the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't wear enough. Like I've overworn this shirt.
I mean,
Like there's a
honestly,
hole under the
Toss it in
pocket.
the garbage and do what he said. Just make your shit custom.
Just Google t-shirt, pocket t-shirt, embroidered rose. I'm sure there's thousands of them.
Okay, I'm gonna Google this shit.
well,
Right
not now.
Not now.
because
You're producing a show.
You're kind of working now.
I am.
Sun is good to remove stains. I mean, Lisa says just leave it in the sun. But you have to wear it, so you just have to lay in the sun.
you gotta wash it.
He comes
put it
in.
on wet, and then go dry
He
with
comes
it.
in, he's all
outside.
burned.
Oh man.
Remember the time we made you do snow angels?
Yeah,
This
I
Just
remember.
Thing?
That was the first episode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, those good times. We'll do anything.
the stuff I've agreed to.
My favorite is
Oh,
still,
Gabe's in the chat.
Oh, Gaipo.
Where's the air horn?
Is he doing it?
Gabe's in the chat. Gabe's in the chat.
Okay,
All right, I
are we
had
done
my-
with the SAAQ? So we don't know what's gonna happen.
So this is
This
the
has
this is
been
the
taking
take.
15 minutes
This
for
is the
one story.
takeaway.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't need to leave earlier. I rescheduled.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Because I realized I had to fast to go do the blood test. I only realized last night as I was like midnight eating a bag of chips. I'm like, yeah, this is a problem. Whatever. I'll go next month. Also, another broken system, by the way, besides the sack, ever since they digitized getting blood work done. So like I have to do my annual, like the regular blood test. Impossible to book an appointment unless it's 4 weeks, like That's the décalage, whatever it's called in French.
You still go to yeah.
You used to just be able to go walk in somewhere. You waste 20, 30 minutes of your time, but it's done.
Well, you need to get the first year.
I have my doctor. I see him
like
and
a
he goes, do this in 6 months and
Yeah.
I'll see you a year after.
Right.
Like, that's it.
What a garbage system.
It's so garbage. Like, they digitized everything and everything's a mess. Also, it's the bonjour santé thing. Click santé.
Click santé.
Click santé. Fucking. Who is in charge of the branding of this fucking province? We really
It's
at
some
this point.
70-year-old guy that he goes click, click, click. And he goes,
J'aime ça le click.
yeah.
We need to fucking rebrand Quebec completely. First of all, everyone hates us. The rest of Canada hates Quebec. Every time I post anything
They hate
about
the
Quebec,
Quebec
there's
government.
like 10 accounts called Quebec Sucks that just share my shit.
Imagine they're bots. Like
They're
smart
not
enough
bots.
Yeah.
But like,
It's all.
it's a hot
It's
mess of
everyone in
garbage.
Ottawa.
At this point, we should just be called Quebekistan. I stand by that.
But what's it called? No, you're right that we've been getting a lot of heat now as a province. I mean, we spoke about last week where the health transfers, how we got screwed over by the Ontario Premier. There was a deal that all provinces would kind of make this coalition against Trudeau to get $6 billion extra every
What did
year.
Quebec do? Did they agree initially to do this?
Yeah, but
course they
it was François Legault that was heading this kind of coalition, right? It was like over a year and a half now they've been pressuring the government. Everyone kind of stood their ground. They had a meeting a couple of weeks ago, and Trudeau came up with his version of a generous transfer formula, which was $1 billion extra every year rather than 6. And everyone was.
I like how he did that.
Yeah.
That's good math.
So everyone was
Quick
like,
maths.
So everyone was like, well, look, it's obviously clearly not enough. We're going to discuss, blah, blah, blah. Less than 24 hours later, Premier Ford comes out and says, it's a good deal. I think we're going to take it. Meanwhile, that same day that he came out and said it, the government announced massive investments to create a. Oh, no, you weren't here. I was doing it with Pantelis.
Last week, yeah. I know I wasn't here.
Fuck, I forgot. Okay, yeah. So
I was walking a fucking marathon.
so as soon as that happened, the government announced dozens of millions of dollars to create like a battery plant in Ontario. So
How long is it on their side
Oh, we
of the
spoke
border?
about this.
Yeah, I wasn't here.
So
That's what
that failed, and then Legault now has turned the war on another front, which is the Roxham Road, which is
that's his new hill.
So it goes. This is the new thing now. We're gonna attack the government on
How
that.
does he say Roxham Road?
Le chemin Roxham.
So good. Honestly.
Do you guys remember?
It's hard to not just laugh hysterically.
Yeah.
Like,
So this is the new battle now. I'm
by
not
the way, did you
gonna-
see that clip of him the other day where he came out speaking English? She's like, whoa, whoa.
It was at the meeting with the premiers.
Oh, that's what it was?
Yeah.
He's like, hi,
Whoa, whoa, je vais aller en
I
français.
speak the English.
Oops.
Hey, coudon. Fuck. So funny. I like.
So that's the new battle
Such a
now
hearty
that
laugh.
he's taken to Ottawa. I'm not going to say he's wrong about it because the argument was, like, first of all, in the last couple of weeks, we've seen the government kind of take some steps. People that come in are automatically taken to other provinces. Quebec only keeps the ones that can speak French. Surprise, surprise.
The refugees.
Yeah.
But he has a solution. We're just gonna take the non-French ones. We should get rid of them.
But that's what's happening.
Yeah, I
They're
know.
transported to the
I know, George.
Okay.
That's the joke.
So,
I make funny for you.
but you make funny.
I make funny.
So all these illegal immigrants are.
That's the road. Oh yeah.
What is
yeah.
Roxham Road for Poseidon?
No, I remember because I forgot.
have no idea.
I had forgotten the name. It's basically the road where a bunch of illegal immigrants.
Yeah, they're coming from the States. It's just
right.
wide open. Like
Yeah,
literally,
the Boulevard
cab,
of Broken Dreams.
By the way,
the
these
cab
must
literally
be.
pulls up and they get off and they just walk. It's
Where is
about
it?
20, 30 minutes. It's in the eastern townships.
So it's connected to like what, Maine? They're coming through Maine?
I'm not sure. Look
What's
in the
up
map.
there?
No, it's in Quebec.
No, dude. Where's
No.
What's the border
What's
they're
the cross? Is it the state of New York or is it
I will. Vermont.
Vermont?
Vermont. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Maine's further.
By the way,
Roxham
these
Road.
must be
So
the
it's just
dumbest.
a fucking random road that they cross on, huh? I always thought it was like an expression that they just walk through. I didn't know it was like a literal.
It's called Rocks.
That's
Chemin
amazing.
Roxham, yeah.
We should start calling it the not checkpoint, the unchecked point.
So what's happening now? I
These
mean,
must be the dumbest illegal immigrants. By the way,
Why?
no, but
they're already in the
not-
States. What are they doing?
Well, that's the whole argument
We
now
have free
because.
healthcare. They can get refugee status here.
Well, this is the argument now because they're seeking asylum, and the argument has become that technically you have to seek asylum on the first country that can offer it to you that is safe. If you're coming from the U.S., you should be seeking asylum there and not in Canada.
Yeah.
But there's a big
You know what we
controversy
should
now.
do, eh? We should take a page out of their playbook. Let's build a fucking wall.
Let's build a wall.
Let's build a wall.
See, this is what's happening. So François Legault wants to close that road, just close it down. Obviously, he has zero jurisdiction over the borders. And he's bringing the pressure over to federal now and saying, listen, this isn't just a problem in Quebec. It's a problem for the rest of Canada because the people that are coming in here, obviously they're not all staying in Quebec. As we saw the last couple of weeks, they're being transported into other provinces as well, mostly in Ontario. So it's a big issue for Canada in general. So he's pressuring Justin Trudeau to take to make a decision on this. The problem isn't that there's people coming into Quebec. The problem is that the delays for the applications to be processed are huge. We're talking about 2-3 years sometimes. So if you're coming in here from the U.S. seeking asylum, and it takes 2-3 years for them to study your case, what happens if these people have kids? Or it gets complicated, right?
Poseidon, why do you have American seizure going? Can you?
It was that police siren.
Can you calm that shit down? It's a bit much.
Yeah, put it to Mother's
So
Day.
this
very
is the issue is the speed at which their applications are being treated, because obviously, let's be honest, not all of them qualify as refugees, right?
I mean, look, when I worked at it used to be called I don't know what it's called now, but it was Praida, and before that it was Sarim. You remember those programs? So I worked at intake at Sarim when I was at the CLSC, and like I would see the files. Like I'm not gonna repeat any of the stuff I saw. Obviously, it's like personal information, but like 9 times out of 10, I was like, this doesn't seem dangerous at all.
No, it's not.
By the way, Martin Mayu just said something interesting in the chat.
Martin
he goes,
Mayu,
no,
who's that?
Roxham Road is a big loophole because of old treaties. Not any road can be used in this way. He goes, I live right next to the American lines in St. Pamphile. I don't know where the fuck that is. I can walk there, but I will be prosecuted 100% for it. The Roxham Road is something about zoning that dates back to the 1800s.
So it's created some sort of territorial gray zone.
Basically. That's what he's saying.
Well,
I
look,
think
at the end of the day, they still come into Quebec. The problem is that, it's not like the U.S. I mean, they don't
Just
arrest
put a
you.
fucking SQ officer there.
The RCMP is there. Who do you think receives them? The problem is
So
that
hold on, they get to this border crossing or whatever.
You haven't
and they
seen- you haven't seen videos.
I literally know
put
nothing
video
about this.
Roxham Road.
I've heard it mentioned. I always thought it was a euphemism, a metaphor.
Dude, we're talking about maybe 20, 30 meters. You see the cab pull up.
I
they
get
come
all
out
my
of the
news
cab.
from you.
Yeah, they come out of the cab and they come out, and the RCMP officers are there waiting for them. And they
With what? Like a box of Tim's and a fucking flannel
Nothing.
blanket?
They're like, okay, stay there. I don't know what they say. You're entering illegally Canada. Blah blah blah.
I mean,
I don't
if
know
I pulled up
what they
illegally
tell
to a
them.
border and there was cops, I'd turn around. No?
Yeah, but they're seeking refuge, so these guys know.
That's true.
And
Is it
also, there
coming?
was an article. 2
Hold
weeks
on, bro,
ago.
It's all new stuff, bro.
There
and
was
it's
an
pissing me off.
article 2 weeks ago. I think it was the Journal or La Presse. I can't remember which one. Where they did some research, and apparently there's buses leaving New York that pay them their ticket to drop them off at Roxham Road.
Who's funding this?
The state of New York.
The state of New York is pulling a turkey?
Yeah, man.
Oh, for
So,
real?
yeah.
Get the fuck
I
outta
swear to
here.
God, they had even interviewed, I think, the mayor of New York or the governor. I can't remember who it was. And he said, well, if
I gotta
people...
look into this. I don't...
Yeah. You didn't hear about this?
Can't depend on Poseidon.
Bro,
No, I've been on a
it's all
crazy shoot.
CBC stuff. I want actual crossings.
Yeah, just put video Roxham Road and then click on the news tab, and you're gonna get for sure.
My tweet that I did yesterday about the sack, people are starting to give me stories. They're like, this guy's like, I was turned away and I was told that all service will be shut down, like physical services, for at least 2 weeks.
Oh my goodness!
Oh,
They spent
This is
548,
stuff
half
that you
a
see in
billion,
Greece.
half a billion, bro.
half a billion dollars, and it just broke like on the first day.
I took off the volume.
Yeah, it's fine, whatever.
So basically, yeah,
This
this is Roxham Road.
No,
Are
but
you-
there was one yesterday. They were showing.
This is it's not really a road; it's more like an alley.
no.
They were showing yesterday on loop, man. There was like a cab that literally pulled up.
What's Pierre saying about all this?
I'll tell you now, because
Hold on, because I can't find the one. Can you help me out?
I don't know, but dude, just
Where did you see it on Twitter?
no, man. It was on the news. It was on LCN TV. I don't know. Oh, go down. No, go up. It's in French. You gotta look at the French one.
Oh. The National.
Just type it in French. Type Chemin Roxham, and I'm sure you're gonna get it.
Okay, hold on.
If you get it in French, it's gonna go. So
People are just fucking crossing. This is wild. Do they scan their ArriveCan apps?
Oh, this one, huh? This one?
Obviously, Rebel News was down there.
4 months
Pissed
ago,
off?
5 months ago. No,
Makes sense.
look, it just pulls up.
That's not a cab. That's a human being,
No,
George.
no.
Hold on, I'm gonna take off the 2022. Yeah. Global.
This is taking too long.
Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's a
I think
short-
it's the first one.
it's a,
Right,
it's
Chemin, Roxham, raw.
but
It'll
it's
be raw
just a
footage.
short strip.
That's Roxanne.
There
You're
it is.
thinking
So
of.
there it is. So they pull up. Yeah, where the guy's showing. Anyways,
Why'd you,
this-
can
this-
I ask you a question? Why'd you search it in French?
He
That's
told
how
me.
you
the
He
video
told me.
in
He
French.
told me.
It's
he told
trying
me.
to get the video that I saw in French. Doesn't matter.
But this one looks pertinent.
Look, it's right there. That road.
Yeah.
That's where the cab pulls up.
Well,
and they
that
walk,
obelisk thing is the border, right?
Yeah, so they walk through that little thing. So the guy.
Oh, they walk through the bushes. Okay.
Yeah, so
yeah.
the cab pulls up right over there, and right here. So he
Why are
pulls
they
up
still
there.
using those long microphones?
I don't know, and then
So
they
stupid.
cross through there, like it's literally nothing. Anyway. So
Lovejoyce Amavi. What a name.
Poiliev.
That's an
basically-
awesome name.
So Poiliev
His,
came on
his
yesterday.
blazer's on too tight.
This guy does not look like what I would imagine a refugee looks like.
Yeah.
Is he not a refugee?
No, he's not.
Oh, okay. Because he's like,
Yeah. Oh,
dressed
look,
to the
look, George.
yeah, just walk through.
So they walk through.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and there's a guy there. Hi, you're entering illegally. Blah blah blah. I don't know exactly what they tell them.
But they can't
Like, I
stop
feel-
them.
They're stopping them, dude. And then they have to get processed. So if they come in and say, I'm seeking asylum, because that's what they've been told to say, they can't get arrested.
Oh, but they can't tell them, you go back.
no, dude,
From where you
how?
came
No,
from.
because they have the right to seek asylum. Because they have the right to seek
Yeah,
asylum.
but it's not like
yeah.
in Europe where you enter in like the second you cross illegally, you're considered a criminal. It's different.
I know this road because Martin,
how you got here.
Martin Mayou said something. He goes, it used to connect to the other side. I know it for like drug deals. Like that was like back in the days. That
What do you
was
mean
that
it
was
used
the road.
to connect to the other side.
It used to be an actual road, but they cut it.
Oh, does it go through like native land?
I don't know.
No.
Speaking of going through native land, do you guys remember the pipipeline that they were building in BC in 2020 and they were protesting because
Yeah.
they were building through
Well, they were
native
on the tracks
ancestral
too,
land?
Yeah.
I have a serious question about that.
Oh boy,
Couldn't they just go around?
it would cost billions of dollars probably.
Well, no, bro. It's not like
And
they
maybe
have a
it'll
lot of
run.
land left.
Go around where? What do you
Go
mean?
around the reservation.
Yeah. Like, bro, like
No. I remember in the
it's-
federal
it's not a-
election
like-
with, what's his face?
you didn't get it.
There's something. What?
Sure.
What'd you say?
It's not like they have a lot of land left, bro.
Was
Just-
that the punchline?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I gotta work on that.
Yeah, you gotta work on that.
Yeah. No, but I remember we're going away from the topic, but we're
You
gonna
gotta
come
scrap that and start over.
back. No, but something that made total sense. I think it was Scheer in that campaign. He was proposing to create kind of like a corridor across Canada, so like a reserved kind of land where all pipelines would just go from there. That way, there won't be any problem going through.
That seems dangerous to
Reserves
keep
or whatever.
all the pipelines in one place.
Why?
Because let's say, I don't know, a fucking hypothetically.
How many times do pipelines break? Like, I mean, there's less accidents happening through pipeline than railroad or.
There's quite a few times that it's happened, especially the underwater ones. Those ones fuck around all the time. Remember the Gulf?
Yeah,
Pipelines, I mean,
but that was a
think about it, you
drilling
have
thing, no?
all-
Or was it?
yeah, but it was the line that broke. So you have all of your natural gas, everything's going through these three pipelines, let's say. And I don't know, fucking little single-seater helicopter goes down. Hits all three of your pipelines, done. Like, think about the fucking
I'm sure it's-
financial ramifications and the environmental ramifications
I'm sure
of that.
it's more stable than that. I don't know. Like, I mean,
No, have you ever crashed a plane in something? It can be pretty. Remember the World Trade Center? Pretty stable.
pretty stable?
So I'm just saying, like,
Back to the.
you
Back
gotta
to,
get a. That's why the president and the vice president don't fly in the same plane, George. You can't keep them in the same place.
Because they might fall in the
The
pipeline.
president and the vice president. Yeah.
Really?
Did you see Biden in the Ukraine?
Ukraine, yeah, he went.
Is
Oh,
just
where he
trying
wa-
we're just trying to start a war now. What are we doing?
Oh, where he was making out with what's his face? Zelensky.
I don't know if
Yeah,
they,
they
were
were they
making
were they
out.
were sexy hugging for sure.
Yeah.
But quite a powerful speech, though. Whole thing about freedom and liberty. The guy is really pushing the buttons there, and then at the same time,
I love how he goes to say that in
Putin had his State of the Union address in Russia,
State of the Soviet Union.
and he was talking about how the West is forcing pedophilia. And,
He's not wrong. hold on.
I just find it
Hold
very
on, bro. You
interesting.
haven't seen the shit I've seen, bro.
The propaganda
like
for me was something very. It's always
hold on,
fascinating.
hold on. That came out very wrong.
It's always it's fascinating to me to see how countries.
No, but look at
utilize,
Bodega. Nah,
propaganda.
not Bodega.
It's not-
Bodega, the restaurant.
No, no.
But,
What's
I mean,
what's the
US
brand
is
called, bro?
also, using
Of course it is,
propaganda
but
as a
I'm
weapon
saying on
against
both
Russia.
sides, it's just-
because like half the shit they say about Russia isn't true. Half the shit Russia says about the US isn't true, but the other half on both sides is true. So like that's the thing. That's why I've said this once before on the morning show. I miss the good old days when you knew who the bad guy was. It was very obvious.
But how did you know though?
They wore uniforms. They spoke in the funny language.
Oh, yeah, I get it. Yeah,
it was easy. Okay, I know I never got to.
But it
live
was
those
always
times.
like that. Everyone had different uniforms
But-
or different war stuff.
Not like the SS. The SS had they were very stylish. Okay, like they were
They were dressed to the T, man. Yeah.
Hitler
They
understood
left
branding.
beautiful corpses.
So they left a lot of not so beautiful corpses too. My point is, it's not clear if we're the aggressors or the protectors in this situation.
And we're never
and
gonna-
even
yeah.
the Ukraine itself, it's not clear as a government, as a state,
Yeah.
if they're at no fault. Now, the Ukrainian people who are being displaced, yeah, they're at no fault. But the governments, it's not clear who the good guys are
Yeah.
here anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, Pantelis used to go off about how we were, the West has been goading Russia into war forever. And you used to get really angry. And I was like, that's an interesting point of view. Like, I wasn't sure. But like now, a year later, I was like, none of this makes sense
But
anymore.
it's also funny that in his State of the Union address,
He's pulling out of the last nuclear treaty with the U.S.
he's
too.
pulling out of the nuclear treaty, which is very dangerous. And at the same time, he didn't refer once to this as a war, as a conflict. For him, it's still an exercise. It's still, we're trying to denazify Ukraine. Dude, like, come on, like,
Who said this?
Putin. That
there
was his
are-
argument from the very beginning.
But there
that
are Nazis in Ukraine.
There's Nazis everywhere, dude. There's fucking
No, but they got intense. They had a whole fucking military fucking.
There are right wing extremists everywhere. There's
No, but
there's
what
in
I'm saying
Greece,
is
there's
they
in
actually
Poland,
had-
in Germany. There's a huge fucking
There's
Nazi.
none in Germany.
No, none, eh?
Not allowed to
What are
be.
you talking about?
Can't be a Nazi in Germany.
There's waves. There's
You're arrested
right
on
What are
the
you
wing-
spot.
talking
Well,
about?
but they're still there.
Not really. If anyone's really done a lot
So
to
it's-
get rid of Nazism,
It's
the
Germany,
German.
but you still have right wing factions there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
but not Nazis, bro. They'll fucking bamboozle you, bro.
Yeah, okay.
What's up with all the Roxanne jokes in the chat?
They
Just back to
remixed
the Roxham
Roxham
because you asked me
Road
about Poiliev. Poiliev basically came out yesterday and gave an ultimatum to Trudeau's government. Said, "Look, you have 30 days to close the border. It makes absolutely no sense. The border existed there when the previous government was in place. We had no issues. Somehow, since you've been in power, we've been having illegal migrants flooding our provinces. It is not, and he's not wrong, right? It's not Quebec's problem
I tend
to
to agree with him.
solve, and it's not,
federal
and
issue.
it's not because Trudeau keeps referring to Biden. Again, it's not Biden's issue either on controlling who comes into your territory. Trudeau is the one and only person that has 100% control on who comes into this territory, and he has the responsibility to do something about it. And he definitely has the tools to do it. You can't depend on the
What
government.
could he do?
Well, he could renegotiate the third what's it called the agreement they have on third country. I forget what it's called, but it's the asylum seeking treaty.
So
that
what,
they have.
basically with the U.S., right?
With the U.S. exactly, because clearly the people coming in. I mean, why are they seeking refugee status in Canada if they're coming into the U.S.? They should be seeking it over there. So
Yeah.
there's an issue somewhere. So that needs to be negotiated with them. So there's definitely measures to make it stricter. The other thing that could be done is put enough resources instead of spending money uselessly on, I don't know,
The war in
whatever,
the Ukraine.
yeah, or anywhere else. How about you inject some money and get these people's applications treated within, I don't know, 6 to 10 months rather than 2 to 3 years?
I've never understood why it takes so long to vet asylum seekers.
I don't
Because,
know,
Like,
yeah.
I was on the inside of the process. I saw bits and pieces of it, and it just seems like a lot of inefficiency. Like, you could probably figure out if someone has a legal claim to asylum within a month. It's pretty easy to.
I don't
it's
know what
pretty
kind of
straightforward.
background. Yeah, I don't know what kind of background checks they make, and I don't know what criteria they look at. I know that a normal immigration application takes anywhere between 2 to 3 years.
which
Oh
is
my
nuts.
god!
Yeah.
You know how these are entitled asylum seekers? They're coming in with valises. Didn't you see one of them? They had a rose.
Oh, they have stuff.
Look, I feel bad for them. Obviously, they're seeking for a better life.
What
but
a weird fucking thing to say.
but-
Entitled asylum.
Well,
seeker.
because of the asylum seekers from Mexico, when they come in, bro, they come in like they got like their shit in garbage bags, bro. Like they're fucking running away from shit.
These guys are upper class
asylum seekers, bro.
I mean, maybe
upper
they bought
class,
a few things in the U.S. I
No,
don't
they're
know.
upper class refugees.
That's why they
bro.
went for the tax break. They stayed in the U.S. They went to Target. Now they're coming to Canada.
Yeah, exactly.
They're doing exactly what we do.
upper class asylum seekers.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, the real truth is behind that like disgusting facade of what he said is that they're probably not asylum seekers. They're economic migrants.
Yeah.
That's probably what they actually are, which is even harder to get that status.
Oh,
so they
forget it.
come in as asylum seekers.
Yeah. And then behind those, and it's not their fault,
You know
right?
what?
Because
they're
they're
probably
they
not
tried- they
declaring
tried-
for asylum. And Trudeau dealing with the U.S. won't solve this because these people are probably not like the people who are coming through this border. They're probably not asylum seekers in the U.S. They're probably applying for immigration status. Their system's backlogged, so they fuck off and they come here and they request asylum. Like I've seen that happen.
yeah, but it still won't qualify you.
Of course, it won't qualify you, but they're here now. We got to still fucking process.
Well, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
So the problem, number one, is that it takes too long. And number two, which is a bigger problem, is that Quebec no longer has the resources to take care of them. Like when you have nearly 40,000 of these people coming in,
I have a question.
Quebec needs to take care of their health and social services, their education, their lodging. Like it's a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
So it's a real issue. I don't know what Trudeau is going to do. I
have a serious question.
And I agree with Poilev. He's the only one that has to deal with this. Like it can't be up to the provinces anymore.
But he's clearly the only one who doesn't have the mental facilities to do so.
I have a serious question.
yeah, it's true.
Why don't we put them to work like the Saudis?
Go on.
I mean, look,
Cut the camera to you. I don't want to be on camera when
we
you say
have
this.
look, I'm just saying we have a lot of crumbling infrastructure.
We do.
Okay. You know, all the crumbling infrastructure that, you know, there's holes in them.
That's what crumbling
We can fit in a few migrants in there and it'll hold it in place.
I just
long-term.
understood what the joke he's making.
No, I wasn't going for that. No, but seriously.
You went though.
No, but hold on. We
Put
could
them
do
to work,
Well,
so-
no. Hold on. Think about this. We have a population issue in Canada, right? We have this great big northern
We don't
land.
actually have a population issue.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't. Half the fucking territory here is unlivable.
No. It's okay. Yeah, north, but everything around the border is very livable, right? We see it. We
and
see
it's
it.
empty.
Albertans, and it's empty.
That's true.
Listen to me.
This goes back to another question. Why aren't we building new cities?
Well, there you go. Here's the thing. What we can do is, okay, you want to become a Canadian citizen? Here's the thing.
Build your city next to the
Build-
border and live in it.
Yeah, just build. You give them the tools and teach them everything. Put
So
them
then you
through-
have these little rogue Muslim breakaway states everywhere. I like it. Go
no,
on.
but not just
That's what's
Muslim.
gonna happen. You know that. They're just like
Little Haiti.
This is new
little,
Mecca now.
Little Haiti, little
No,
Venezuela.
you have people
We have
move
Sharia
everywhere.
law.
No,
Little
you have
Mexico.
people move everywhere, and you earn your
They put up
state.
signs. Bienvenue at Little Mexico.
but it's written in squiggly lines.
No, but
I mean,
think
I'm
about
not
it.
against the idea,
Like-
but it feels like you're segregating them from Canadian society at that
No,
point.
no, not build their cities. I mean, like, just
Yeah, build a
expand.
ghetto and live in it.
No.
Like when they went west, when the Americans went west for the first time, they built these like
No, but
frontier towns.
we expand around the city. So Montreal, Laval. There's all this land north of Montreal and Laval. They can expand
Farmland,
it.
a lot of it too. We need it. We can't just
Oh
build
yeah,
cities
sure.
there.
I forgot about.
We gotta eat
farmland.
something.
Yeah, and it's close to the river.
Close to the river, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be all for building a new city, like
but
Immigrant
already
That'd
the
be
towns-
super cool. I would move there.
Immigrant-topolis.
I would immigrate there. I would go.
No, but the towns we already have, expand them and make them larger.
But the towns we already have, especially in Quebec, they don't want Ingawe Munda Saya to come visit them.
Well, we get and Wisaya. We put him in French school and we make him into a.
Yeah, the townspeople in Quebec, they're not gonna do good with that. I don't think.
I don't think it's that bad. I think we're exaggerating. The problem is
The
that
racism. You don't think it's that bad?
No.
I've been to towns in Quebec. Okay, like random, like between
I think it's a good
between Quebec
solution.
City and the end of Quebec, right, where the fucking Atlantic is. I've been to places where they were like up and downing me, and they're like, their first
Well, yeah,
comment to me
because
was,
they
"You know, we
probably-
don't have any black people." I was like, "What the fuck? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?" They're like,
I think it's mostly curiosity because they know every single person in the village, and they're like, "Oh, a little new guy here. Who's this guy?
No,
Where are you
these
coming
are
from?"
like towns off the regional road, so like
Yeah.
they get people,
Uh-huh.
and this is like the gas station there, and he's like, "You know, we don't have any black people." I'm like, "Why did you choose me to say this to?" Because I heard you speaking another language. I was like, "What the fuck?"
What does that have to do with the color
listen-
of the
listen-
And he
this,
goes
look.
to me, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "Montreal." He goes, "No, but really." I'm like, "Montreal." He's like, "But before that." I'm like, "I know what you mean. My family's Greek." He's like, we have a Greek guy because there's always one, right?
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
oh yeah, what does he do? He has a restaurant.
The restaurant.
that's
He has a
fun.
But
restaurant.
like, it's just random.
So two things.
Yeah. You really wanted me to stop talking, huh?
No, I'm sorry. It just Jorge wrote, "Go on tour with Preach. You'll see racism." This is very true.
What,
So I
sorry?
saw "Go on tour with Preach. You'll
Oh,
see
yeah,
racism."
yeah, I
This is
heard the
very
story.
true.
Yeah, yeah, I heard the
dude,
story.
you
Who
know,
said
like,
this?
Jorge Rosales.
Jorge went on tour with Preach?
No, he heard the story.
No, he
but-
heard the
Oh,
story.
okay.
Yeah. Second thing is Gigi said we're expanding up into condos. So here's the thing: what I
Which
don't
I
understand,
hate.
which never made sense to me about Quebec.
Well, Montreal is finite resource in terms of land,
I understand. I understand.
Well, because you want to
But
be
hold
in the
on.
metropolis,
I-
man.
I
Like, nobody
understand-
wants
I
to live
understand,
fucking
but-
40, 50 minutes
But,
away.
but the metropolis can expand. The greater Tokyo area is the greatest metropolis, is the largest metropolis in the world. Now,
Okay, it's
To-
super dense though.
super,
What is it?
yes,
Which Tokyo?
100%.
Oh,
but
Tokyo.
they have no,
Tokyo.
but they have no choice but to go up
Why?
Because
because
wait,
they're
watch
very
this.
limited. They're on an island. They can't.
Go on. As
if-
opposed to us living in the
No,
Great Plains.
an island in the middle of an ocean. But we're an island in a river, bro. we
what are
have
you saying?
other land around.
Yeah,
That's
but-
Quebecistan, bro.
yeah, but it's no longer
we
It's
Montreal.
catchy, yeah? It's catching
yes,
on,
but we
Quebecistan.
have the state. We have
Yeah.
the space to expand this
do.
metropolis
But-
around and with
But
bridges
what do you
and
mean? Like
infrastructure.
build a mega city bigger than the island?
Yes.
Why? We have other cities
we
around
can keep
us.
going. No, but exactly, we connect them.
They
Like,
are
we
connected.
have-
we have fucking bridges. He lives in Broussard.
Yes, but connect them and expand more. Like we don't
We
need.
are. That's exactly
That's
what we're
exactly
doing.
what's happening.
But the,
the
more
problem
you
is
expand,
that you don't want to live there.
nobody wants to live 50 because our infrastructure sucks.
Well, look, man, I'm telling you. Okay,
Takes George an hour to
go,
get
go
here.
live. Go live in Mirabel. Would you live in Mirabel?
Fuck that. No.
If everything was in Mirabel, I would live in Mirabel.
What's in Mirabel?
Bro, if
You're
they
talking
start-
about expanding the city. You're talking about building new downtowns and places.
Yes.
Timalakasi, honestly.
Why?
What are you saying?
Especially with
they
the work
tried
from
that
home.
in Laval. Look what happened. They built a mall. They tried to build a fucking downtown, and it ended up being a strip mall. They did it at Zistrand. What's Zistrand?
That's actually working though.
Nah, it's not. It's
Zistrand
working.
is working.
Economically, it's working.
Yeah,
but it's not downtown.
No,
it's a fucking
no,
strip
no.
mall in a shit town in the U.S. That's
It's
what
not
it
a
is.
strip mall.
It's a strip mall.
It's like a giant fucking giant ass neighborhood. That's what
Yeah,
it is.
it's
Like they made it
whatever.
into a.
But you know what I mean? Like,
Well, because they have the
initially-
train there now. No, it's huge there. They're
But it's still
expanding big
not
time.
the
my wife is
financial
actually looking
hub.
at my wife. No, of course not.
it's
dude.
never
No,
going to
no.
become the
No, no.
financial hub, bro.
No.
But especially with work
But
from
when you
home
have
now,
smaller cities like that, for them it's development, it's money, it's taxes.
But
it's,
now we're
you know what I
moving
mean?
towards walkable cities, right? Like that's the city model of the future, 15-minute cities.
no, we don't have to do walkable cities.
But that's what they're moving towards. That's what they want to
disgusting.
do.
That's disgusting.
Look, I'm not against the idea of a walkable city, but I don't think it. I think it's a stupid concept. I think we should have walkable neighborhoods for sure. That makes sense. I can walk anywhere in my neighborhood. It makes sense. But if you live in like Timar or Westmount, you can't walk anywhere. So like clearly,
Timor has
where
a
you gonna
little
go?
town there
No,
that
where
you
you
can
gonna go?
walk
The town
to.
center. There's nothing there.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
gonna go have fucking piri piri chicken.
Piri piri.
That's all there is. Padeli loves that place. He raves about it all the time.
Which place?
Gallo. He used to always go there.
Oh yeah, it's a very good restaurant.
It's
honestly.
all right. It's fine. It's fine.
I think I've been. It's a little small one.
Yeah,
right
at the
off
corner
on-
there,
yeah,
near
yeah.
Leonidas Chocolat Beige.
But hold on, you were complaining about Zistrand saying it's a
I'm
neighborhood.
not
and then there's
complaining
a,
about Zistan. I'm just saying it's not
The
what
concept.
they said it was going to
Yeah.
be.
Yeah,
I
but-
want to see what Royal Mount's going to
but
look
you know-
like.
but you know
That's
downtown-
interesting because it's in the fucking city in the core.
That's true.
But you know, downtown Montreal is the same shit. It's a bunch of underground malls and then buildings built
Downtown
around
sucks. I was downtown the other day and they're building new condos. I'm like, guys, what are you doing? We don't need these. Half the condos downtown that are up are vacant. Why are we building new ones?
Well, because they sell. So if
they
you're,
don't
if-
sell though.
well, then they can't build them if they don't sell. Of course they sell. They
The
just-
city subsidizes part of it. That's why they're doing it.
it. We need to move to a privatized, more privatized.
That's neither
System.
here nor there.
How much more? Okay.
Doesn't it has no it literally makes no sense in this conversation. It's completely out of context.
What do you mean?
Because buildings and homes is completely private right now.
Oh, it is?
Sure, it's
Oh, I didn't
government
know that.
subsidized sometimes. Like the stupid thing they built in TMR. You go into the fucking richest neighborhood in the city where people are fucking paying $5,000 in rent for a condo, and you're like, half this building, cheap rent. That's not fair.
Well, that's
that doesn't make sense.
But we spoke about this
Yeah, we
in a
did.
previous episode about the development in the hippodrome where
Like-
it just fell through the cracks. Like
The hippodrome was always gonna fall. through
Nobody
the
nobody
cracks.
wants to bite the.
I always thought they
to
should have
bite the
built a
bait there.
racetrack there.
The fuck is that?
That is
That's
a
a
German dog.
Jesus.
barking
German
next
Shepherd,
door.
yes.
He's like, "Wer sind
That,
Jews?"
that'd be cool though.
That'd be cool. But I was talking to when we were up at Mirabel last week because I was talking to the guy. And he's
Hey,
like, "I want
bro.
you to come shoot some car stuff for me." I'm like, "No problem. I'm down 100%." And he's like a professional driver. It's Ice Driving Canada. And he goes, but I can't tell you where the track is. It's like right now it's hush hush. It's not public knowledge. I'm like, oh, cool. Is it far? He's like 10 minutes from downtown Montreal. I'm like, interesting. So I assume Brossard, probably somewhere down there, Longueuil, 10 minutes from downtown Montreal. Where could it be? So I go, is it on the island? He goes, no, it's not on the island. I'm like, wouldn't it be cool if the Hippodrome was a racetrack? He goes, we tried. Like they petitioned for it, but it's so loud.
For sure.
That they're like, no fucking way, like not happening. Have you ever driven over the Jacques Cartier during F1?
I live.
You fucking hear it.
Well,
Of course.
we live downtown, and
Well, you're
during
pretty close to there.
Not really. I mean, we're fucking.
The water carries sound, and you were in the Peel Basin, right, where you were?
Yeah.
Where the condo was?
Yeah, but I mean, you could hear them. You can hear the race.
I love that sound though.
Just for everyone, so they know, because Poseidon was going about how cool we did a race shoot, whatever. There was no meow. It was Toyota Corollas going.
I don't think
No,
they
Toyota
passed-
Corolla's going.
I was trying to get fucking panning, and I couldn't get it because they weren't going fast enough, and my shutter was too quick. It
I looked
wasn't
through your
fucking-
photos. Not your finest work.
No,
not at all.
I like out of everything,
You're out of practice.
I picked like maybe 20 that
You're
were
completely out of
somewhat
practice.
decent. But I thought, oh, this is gonna be cool. We're gonna get like some nice panning shots and stuff.
Zero.
They weren't going fast enough.
They weren't. It's ice track racing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add some radio blurs and stuff to make it look like you did a better job.
Thank you.
You know, so I don't get fired because of you. Yeah, I have to say you did some good stuff, but not your finest
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
Also, your Photoshop skills. Very 42-year-old guy. Like there's no. I saw the pictures you posted. You can't halo the edges. It's not 2002. You pushed too hard.
I
Dial
didn't,
back
I
the
didn't
clarity.
touch it. I think it was just a filter that I added, but I should have maybe
Dial it back. Dial it back.
Yeah.
You're showing your age, George. It's like walking around with your fly open.
Sorry.
Just busting your balls. No, you got some nice shots actually. It's some. You got that fucking the God shot of me. Like I want to blow it up and put it on a wall. I look so cool in it.
What do you guys think of BRICS?
This is interesting.
Take him or leave him. Go on.
I'm talking about the coalition of countries called BRICS.
Oh, okay.
Belgium.
No, it's Brazil.
Oh, Brazil. I was thinking of Benelux.
Brazil, South Africa, China.
What about it?
Russia.
What about
India.
it? All the car manufacturers. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about them?
More countries are being added, huh? More countries are.
They're not
Wait,
being
no.
added, they're
Let him go. Let him
considering
go
it.
because
More-
he's making
well-
it. He's setting up a joke.
Well, no, I'm not actually. More
He's gonna call it
countries.
bricolage.
No. More countries are dumping the states. Like they're no longer working with the states or the dollar, and they're moving to BRICS. They're applying for a membership.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think about this? What's happening and shit?
I don't know anything about it. I mean, it's we're clearly at
George?
the end of the golden age of America. Like we're there as a financial powerhouse. There are Asian countries right now, like Korea, for example.
Well, because they're
Which
going to
are
be backed
fucking-
by gold.
Okay, I mean, I'm okay with a gold-backed dollar. Makes
Yeah,
more
no,
sense.
100%.
I mean, look, they're huge economies, but at the same time, it's not like they have exclusivity either, right? So I don't know about the threat unless they come up with some policy that gives some sort of exclusivity to those countries that could heavily impact the world economy. Because I mean, when we're talking about Brazil, China, India, well, Russia now, I mean, is on a fragile ground, but. I mean, we're talking about.
I stopped listening because
Huge
the fact that it
GDPs
just
over
got
here.
pulled in like that was so random.
Yeah.
I can't even. My brain can't.
The issue in this coalition is.
I don't know what the fuck. I feel like you read a headline. You're like, I'm
No,
going
no.
to talk about that tomorrow to
No,
sound
but it's fine.
educated.
It's fine.
I'm
But
thinking of a
the,
new
the,
podcast name, Poseidon's Intrusive Thoughts. Or Intrusive Thoughts with Poseidon.
just random.
I would
random
call it
thoughts.
Poseidon, unintrusive thought. Yeah.
And one.
Well, it could mean he's going to have one. Look, I'm not here to judge anyone's podcast title, okay? I literally have 3 years worth of fill my hole on the internet.
The big issue. No, sorry, but the big issue with that is Turkey potentially joining it,
Which is bad and very bad. They got to fuck another earthquake.
yeah.
What
yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah, just unlucky, man.
That's suspicious.
There's a lot
It's
of
not suspicious,
Jesus
bro. It's
talk.
a
Eh?
fucking-
There's a lot of Jesus talk on the Twitter right now because of all the Turkish earthquakes. Turkish earthquakes.
What?
I don't know
What?
why.
What kind of
People
Jesus
are just like, this is it. These are the signs. They're lining up. I was like, why did I get pulled into Christian fucking fundamentalist Twitter?
Earthquakes are pretty common.
Did I tell you my story? I said it on the show, remember? I walked into the dépanneur at Rockland, and the woman's like, did you see Turkey? I'm like, yeah, it's terrible. She goes, we have to believe in Jesus. I'm like, whoa, this got weird fast. Like, very fast.
Yeah.
People who talk about religion to me, like in
It's
a
fun,
non-ironic tone, makes
but
me
that's what
uncomfortable.
happens, right? In
Give me 1
desperation,
second. Talk to Poseidon for a second.
in desperation, you're always you always revert to God.
I've been seeing conspiracy theories that it's what's it called, HARP,
What?
the weather machine they have.
How could that cause an earthquake that
They
kills
have-
40,000 people?
Oh, they have the technology
I
apparently.
don't think so. I think
So I've been
they're
seeing conspiracy
exactly
theories
on,
that it's because I think Turkey they wanted to drop US also or some shit. I don't know what the story was.
that's ridiculous, dude. It's fucking ridiculous. They're literally on the line.
Look, if they get a third earthquake, I'm gonna be like, nah, that's suspicious.
If you look at the map, if you look on the seismic plains, it's
Yeah.
right on it. So and it's pretty common in that area, in that region. It's just that this time around it was fucking huge, and they had a couple, right? They had that big one initially a couple weeks. What was that? A week ago, 2 weeks ago, and then a couple hours later, there was another one, and now it was like 6.3, something like that. But from what I'm hearing, there weren't that many casualties in that one. But still, I mean, fuck, when you're dealing with everything that you're dealing with, it's devastating. I think we spoke about that. I mean, the images coming out of Turkey, Syria as well, and I feel bad a bit for Syria because it feels like all the attention is on Turkey. Meanwhile, Syria has been getting nailed all these years with war, displacement, refugees, all this stuff. And then on top of that, they get nailed with this earthquake.
nobody cares about Syria anymore. Nobody cares about Syria.
Yeah, but I
anymore.
think the bigger damage was in Turkey anyway.
Uh,
But it's just devastating.
I saw pictures of Syria and I was like, didn't it look like this already?
Well, that's what we're just talking about. I mean, it's sad that they had to go through all of this thing now for the 6-7 years
That
now.
whole region is just like a fucking curse to always be getting fucked.
Yeah.
I don't know what to make of it.
Syria.
The Levant, I think that's what they used to call it.
Oh.
Syria, Lebanon, Israel, Turkey.
And this is going to be a big challenge because Turkey is lining up for elections now. And initially, when it happened, all these guys.
They still pretend to do those there.
Yeah, they still
Yeah.
pretend. But initially, the stuff coming out, we're like, oh, this is totally going to help Erdogan, the sensitivity factor and, the whole leadership thing. But then as
Martin Mayu in the chat, thank you for the geology course.
What did he say?
He's talking about how tectonic plates work.
yeah, but that's why. It's not any fucking conspiracy bullshit.
No, that's not what he's talking about. He's saying, yeah, but you can make the earth wobble in the middle. Like he's talking about those weapons that
Yeah,
can
exactly.
cause...
Yeah, so he's saying it could be done. So you could.
I'm not saying it can be done, but it really feels like this is right in line with the
Bro,
region.
I will pull up HARP. Jorge Rosales dropped $2 in the chat. Cursed by Jesus.
No, bro.
Phil.
Cursed by Simon the Magician. He was actually... You should look up Simon the Magician. He existed around the same time as Jesus. He was also playing the Messiah card.
Really?
Kimon the Magician.
So, I don't know who takes public transit.
Not
It was a
this guy.
sorcerer.
You don't, I don't, but people
My wife
listening-
does.
Oh, he was a sorcerer. Okay, new conspiracy theory. Simon was a sorcerer. Jesus was a wizard. They were having a battle. It was a battle.
Have you
of
ever
good
seen
and evil.
Fist of Jesus?
No.
I share it every Easter because I think it's
what's
hilarious.
Fist of Jesus?
It's a Spanish indie film. It's not very long. Where basically Jesus fights zombies. Like he does it wrong when he brings back Lazarus and he creates a zombie plague.
Christ,
It's fucking hilarious. Ay, Dios mío.
Oh, that's funny.
Fariseos zombies. So good. And he fights them. He pulls the spine out of a fish. Because Jesus, and he fights
is
them
animated.
with it. No!
Oh, no.
It's amazing.
What are you
It's
talking
like a low-budget zombie movie.
Is this kind of like the equivalent of Turkish Rambo or Turkish Superman? Have
No,
you seen those?
no, this stands out. You can watch this. This is okay.
Oh, man.
Yeah. He has a swordfish. That's right. Jorge, seen it.
But
Fariseos
can you stop
zombies.
slamming the table?
I cannot.
My ears are going to bleed. By the way, don't you
Everyone
find
cover your ears.
don't you
blow
find
your
it
eardrums.
suspicious that they call the energy weapon, the nature weapon, HARP?
Why?
If you write HARP with just one A,
What did he do?
an actual harp comes in, like a harp.
Yeah.
What do you do when you play the harp? You're creating waves, changing.
Take off your headphones.
Jesus,
take them off. Just take them off.
Take
and
off,
leave.
Stand up.
Fucking leave.
Stand up. Turn to your right 90 degrees and walk.
That's a wall to his. Oh no, it's right. I thought you were trying to make him hit his face.
Anyways, back to the
Nothing beats fucking 70s porno couch from this morning, from earlier. That
Bro,
was,
first of all, I just got them shortened the pants because they were too long.
they're too short now.
No.
he's
Only
saying
when I sit.
You're wearing high boots and I can see your calf.
Yeah, bro. I'm fucking sexy, bro.
You need to understand something. I know it's hard for you because
Are
we're
you
much
one of the,
older.
like, do you
You're
pull up-
not as young as you think you are anymore. You can't do what the 21-year-olds are doing.
What was the obsession back
saying?
in the day? These guys, these old Greeksters, and they would pull up their pants before they would sit. Remember, like everyone used to do that.
What are you
Because
talking about?
What do you
I
mean?
do
Yeah,
that all
'cause
the time.
It catches on your knees.
Why would
I
you
do that too.
You do that. You just don't sit. You lift.
No.
Let me try.
Okay,
Yeah.
the reason I do that.
You're gonna do it now because it's in your brain.
Not sure. I think
I've
I do it
always done
sometimes.
that.
I think ever since they made like
No.
stretchy jeans
you don't
or
have
whatever,
to do
you don't
it.
have
I think
to.
you had to before.
Maybe.
Because the pleats
No,
would get all fucked up.
I always
Okay.
have to do it even with stretchy jeans because I'm
Maybe that
fat.
would explain his pants being up to his.
No,
calves.
because I'm
No,
fat.
but when you sit, your pants come. Like when I wear a suit and I
No.
sit, my pants are here.
No, but I pull them up too. I pull them up too because what happens is I'm
They
fat,
ride.
right? So if I sit normally, they pull down and my ass crack shows. So that's why I pull them up.
You need to size up your pants. I think that shouldn't be
No,
happening.
no. It's
No, that's how the ass crack is supposed to show. They're low rise. They're low
That's
rise.
why we have an ass crack. It's there for that
If
reason.
I wanted my ass crack covered, I'd wear overalls. Like,
All right, back to the STM.
Martin Mailloux told me, he goes, my harp thing makes sense. He goes, that's exactly it. Poseidon is dumb and intelligent at the same time. So I don't have intelligence issue. I have a communication issue.
I like that. He's like, Martin Mailloux just told me, but he just made a comment. He's like, they're friends now. Who is this Martin character?
I
I've never
like
seen
this
him
guy.
before.
Yeah,
I like
he's
this
new
guy.
on the chat. Welcome.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the morning show, Martin Mailloux. Yeah, so the STM. So this is the public transit
Société
Department.
de Transport de Montréal.
in Montreal. They have a deficit.
Attention.
They have a deficit of $78 million.
How?
Well, overspending.
Wait, what? Hold on.
Underfunding.
Who spent $78 million?
No,
The
they have
STM
a
has a
hole of
deficit.
78 million, and to kind of make up for it, they're cutting 18 million from this
Oh.
year's budget.
This guy, that's who it is. Sorry, it's Nain. It's the guy. It's another. It's just changed his screen name.
Oh,
Well, no welcome then.
so yeah, so
old people.
they're
No, I
cutting
like
18,
Nain. Nain's a cool dude.
they're cutting 18 million from this year's budget, but they're guaranteeing us that services won't be affected, which
That's bullshit.
Look, I was discussing this the other day. I think with my wife. We were driving to Brossard because I'm stupid and I went to a place where I spent too much money. I should tell you about this place.
Where is it? The surfing place?
No. Well, I'll get to the point.
Let me tell you about that one. Yeah.
There's a place on Tashiro. It's like a Japanese style arcade claw game place.
Oh, I've seen it.
Okay, so my wife goes.
Yeah, I've seen
We
it.
take the kids for mini pot on Saturday. Like,
No,
let's
wait,
do something.
it's on
How
Tashiro?
fun is
yeah, it's on
mini pot?
Tashiro, right at the corner of Rome, like where the La Belle Province is. There.
Okay. Never seen it.
So
Oh no, I know exactly where you were. Yeah, I've
yeah,
seen
next
it.
to the Korean barbecue.
Yeah,
place.
yeah,
little
yeah,
strip
yeah. Next to
mall.
the SAQ.
Is there an SAQ?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
on the other side. So my wife, we took them for mini pot because we wanted to do something with fun for the kids, and she goes, "There's this place. Let's go." My sister, who's basically a child, she's like, "Oh my god, we should go." I'm like, "Great, this is." Now I'm gonna drive from Ville Saint Laurent
I was there
to Brossard
Yeah.
at 4:00.
Oh,
Well, this will be fun. And I
Weekday
go-
or
I-
weekend?
Weekend.
That's not
It's
bad.
not so bad.
Yeah.
It took me 40 minutes.
Yeah.
I go,
Pretty good.
we're gonna go there. We're gonna spend $200 to get a bunch of like stuffed animals that cost $1.
Yeah.
She's like, it'll be fun for the kids.
Yeah.
I've never seen $180 vanish
Oh my
faster
God.
in my life.
Oh my
Within
God.
15 minutes, we're $180 in. I go, we're not exchanging any more tokens.
Yeah.
And they got like plush toys.
Yeah.
This place, guys, this is a fucking racket.
Making a
okay?
killing.
This place is making a
For
killing.
sure. Sure.
Fuck, I'm not gonna say the name because like
I
don't
there's
wanna
a
give
place
them the
like that
advert.
in Laval too.
We were.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
It's old school like arcades, same shit like that.
No, this is
It's not
brand
arcade, it's
new.
just like
it's
games.
Only
It's like-
claw games, nothing else.
Yeah, it's like
Only
the,
claw games?
Only claw games. And it's not like the old school claw games where you could come down a bit, grab, and then pull.
No, as soon
It's
as
just
you press, it goes down.
That's it. You're done. What a racket!
Yeah.
So you collect these little stuffed animals, like the way you
I
would token
guarantee you,
tickets.
Yeah.
I guarantee you the owner is Arab.
No, dude, they're Chinese.
Same difference.
It's a super Asian vibe place, like neon lights. It got
Yeah.
that cyberpunk, and there was adults in there, just fucking, because you get a little shopping cart filled. I'm like, bro, and they're like, I want to get that. I'm like, you can buy that for $49.99 on Amazon. It'll be there tomorrow. Like, what are you
Hold
doing?
on, $50 for a plush toy?
Oh,
That's
those
a little bit
big ones?
expensive.
No, it was more than just plush toys. There was like collectible stuff too, right? They even had a pair of off-white Jordans you could win, but you would literally, I did the math. Even if you won every round, you'd need to spend like I think it was like my brother-in-law did the math, like $3,500.
Oh my god!
Like, which no, it was more because Jordan Off-Whites, they cost that much. They're more than that.
Yeah, but now you have the thrill of gambling, Phil.
It's a casino for kids.
Yeah.
It's a casino for kids.
yeah, it's the excitement.
And so we were talking about this in the car ride, what you're talking about, the STM thing. And I was looking at the REM because for the first time I saw a REM train.
Yeah, they're testing.
They're
them.
testing them, right? I was like, wow, those look stupider than I imagined and not cool looking at all.
No.
Also, they have this ugly
Hate
San
it.
Francisco 1950s style electricity
Hate it,
thing on
hate
top,
it, hate it.
which was never in the original plans,
No.
as far as I remember.
No.
They were futuristic and cool. And I was like, but it's so dumb because shouldn't the metro just be running this line like in New York where it just comes out and goes over a fucking bridge?
Yeah,
Like, why do we need a different rail system?
we
Because
brought-
bureaucracy,
No,
Phil.
no, but we brought up
it's
that question.
lack
I mean,
of planning
the
and
way-
foresight.
Can the underground metro's technology not work above ground?
What, like it's a vampire? It sees the light and
No. I'm saying
we
how
talking about?
for
It's the same
power of
technology they use
electri-
outside, inside.
No, but they could have just extended the subway tracks. Unless these trains are just too fast to be outside. Maybe they're not insulated. I don't know.
Which ones?
The underground
Yeah.
trains. Maybe. I don't know. But I'm just saying, shouldn't we have
It's ugly.
planned
I
this
remember.
better?
It's exactly what you said. I remember when they first. Well, we were in government when they announced it, and we saw the plans and everything, and it looked so fucking cool. Suspended high-speed electric train, and I even had the director of the project on my podcast. We spoke about it. It was cool and everything. It was before the construction. They were getting ready for it. And
Oh,
then
it's
I s-
electrical, so the snow would mess up the rails.
He says, like, everything Malte has said today, you're like, facts, bro. Facts. Who knows?
don't know, it seems
Maybe.
like a
it's very
smart dude.
possible. I'm not saying.
I don't know. It seems like a.
Yeah.
Seems
It
like
just
a-
reminded me of Adam.
Seems like
he
a
asked
well
me
put
to send
toge-
some money. It seemed like a good idea.
Seems like a well put together individual. He called me dumb and intelligent at the same time. You know, he hit the nail on the head.
Flattery will get you everywhere with Poseidon. You say one nice thing about him, and he's like, "Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
you're
so yeah, so
smart.
then when
You're
they
Yeah,
Started-
you should learn from it, you
PH fucking
bastard.
D.
But
I
when
don't
they
want you to
started-
like me.
So when they started,
Respect me is
when
what
they
I
started
demand.
building the REM,
Oh, it'll
and
make me respect you
I
as
live
well.
literally right there, right? I see it every
course.
day. And
Oh, you
I'm
still?
like,
Sorry, Poseidon's having a moment. Let him finish his hissy fit.
no. But when just to go back to what you were saying,
Still late, but closer.
Good one,
You're
good
getting there.
I saw the wires. I'm like, what the fuck are those cables?
I remember you saying it on the show, like furious. Like, what
is
the
that?
fuck is that?
What is that?
It's so stupid looking.
ugly.
I'm picturing like old San Francisco, like
No, like downtown Athens, and the thing
Yes.
comes off, and the guy has to get off.
tram.
Yeah, and
rehook it,
hook
yeah.
back on.
fucking hell. Like, how is this
so
the most
stupid.
advanced technology we had?
I don't know, man.
Like, we couldn't run that exact same line under the track so it touches.
yeah,
Seems dangerous, actually.
Why?
That seems dangerous. Because
Why would
of
it be
water and
dangerous?
stuff, accumulation, it could cause like shorts and shit.
there can be on
How's
top.
it gonna accumulate on a cable?
What if we get another ice storm or something? What happens to those cables?
If we get another ice storm, the bridges all explode, and we just stay on the island.
I don't
That's
think
it.
the bridges.
Why don't we use coal trains?
Like the band.
No, like coal. Like
Poseidon with
train.
a shovel throwing coal in there.
it's just all of Montreal's covered in black smoke running through
We've
neighborhoods.
had a lot of smog this winter. Have you noticed?
No.
Maybe not in Brossard.
do you mean?
But the main part of the city, there's because I checked for the snow mold report because it fucks with my allergies. We've had a lot of smog warnings this
Really?
winter. More than I ever, unless I just paid attention more than I ever can remember noticing. Let's
You know
say
who I
that.
blame?
Not very objective, but
These cyclists. They got these new gas-powered bicycles now.
no, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
What are you talking?
Those are electric.
Gas power.
I know. I was trying
I took him seriously. What I mean?
Yeah, no. Why you? What are you?
I don't
Are
know.
you new
What the
here?
fuck is wrong with
Are
me?
you new?
I'm like, what is this guy talking about? I'm like, what the fuck?
I don't know. A lot of smog, which is crazy because I never felt like Montreal had bad air quality. But turns out we have a lot of really bad air quality pockets around the island in the greater Montreal area. Also, there's lead in most of our water. So all the stuff that we used to say about Montreal, like it's a small city, so we have clean water, clean air. No, we don't have any of that. It's all
Yeah,
been a
no,
lie. Like
it's
I
all-
think I honestly I wake up every morning. I was like, should I stay in this godforsaken hellhole? Like I ask myself all the time now. Like that's where I'm at. What's on your face right here? A hair? Yeah, it was something like you got it. Yeah.
That's weird.
Let me talk to you guys one more thing before we go.
Be silent for the next 15 minutes.
Quebec made the news back in the day when they passed the bill for assisted
Assisted suicide.
suicide.
Yeah.
And
You mean the MAID Act?
the MAID Act, and it was the big thing. It was this bill that was passed with a collaboration of pretty much the entire parliament. It was like this huge thing, and there was an article that came out in La Presse yesterday that had numbers basically. So 2022 to 2023, compared to other countries in the world that have this sort of legalized program,
Yeah.
Quebec flies way above in terms of.
How many times we use it?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So when we're looking at, for example, Belgium and Netherlands, 2.3% and 4.8% of the people, of the deaths that have died using that assisted
People who
suicide.
have opted into the program.
Yeah, compared to Quebec, 2022-23, 7%,
7%.
which is very high.
Is that 7% of deaths?
of deaths?
Are made deaths?
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa.
So
suicide.
Assisted suicide.
Yeah,
Like medically
assisted
assisted suicide.
And
So now
this,
they're gonna have machines to.
yeah, they're gonna have
They're
machines.
gonna have those pods.
Yeah.
What?
So just
You haven't
yeah.
seen the
Hold on.
pods?
I wanna-
Just say
You haven't seen the
yeah.
suicide pods.
No? I thought it was an injection.
It is now, but they're looking to release these new suicide pods. You step into it, it offs you.
Why would you need a pod to do that? There's a thousand easier, cheaper ways to off
You
yourself.
just walk in. It's like Futurama. You haven't seen this?
I've seen Futurama's pods.
No, but I swear to God, it's real life. You're laughing.
You
but
keep
I'm
Googling.
serious.
George will keep talking seriousness.
So and this week, early this week, there was another bill tabled here in Quebec to amend the law on assisted suicide in order to include like a bigger category of people that could request it. So we're talking about adding neuromotor handicap. Is that what it's called? Neuromoteur into the criteria. People that have received a diagnostic that have
Diagnosis.
a
Not French, you're
diagnosis
speaking
that have a neurocognitive sickness that would render them incapable or inapt. Exactly.
You qualify.
Authorize the nurses that have that to get a specialization in order to administer this. So basically, they're adding more criteria for people to be able to request it. And this has brought up again the debate on whether or not we're opening the door real wide on people that are
Here's my
requesting
question.
it. The thing is, here in Quebec, I mean, it's pretty evident over here that unless you're cognizant of the fact that this is what I'm doing, like you can't be just a vegetable
Yeah.
and apply for it. Like I mean, you have to be
Like
aware of what you're
Schumacher's still
doing.
in a coma, right?
Yeah, like Schumacher wouldn't be able to.
By the way,
apply.
you were laughing at me, but this is what it is. It's in Switzerland, and they're looking to bring it here.
Money invested
The
for something that could
sarcopod.
be done very simply.
No, you have to pay to
Sarcopod.
kill off yourself with
Yeah,
this.
Poseidon, though, here's the thing.
It's hydrogen power. So here's the thing.
Shut up a second. Critical Cupcake. That's who shared. This is the
But this is a real thing, though.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter who shared it.
Okay.
I'm the Poseidon 69, bro. I have a 69 in my name. If I share something serious and it's real, bro.
Yeah,
What do you want me
but have you confirmed this from other sources, or you saw it here and you're like, bro, let me tell you about this thing?
No,
I
it's
saw."
real.
So
It's in
it's
Switzerland. It's a
asphyxiation with
real
nitrogen.
thing.
He's not even answering me.
The sarcopod is a 3D printed assisted suicide pod. Okay.
Hold on. Let me Google this. Watch. I'll find it.
Who cares? It's irrelevant, bro.
Sarcopod. The sarcopod, also known as Pegasus, and has been referred to as a suicide pod, is a euthanasia device machine consisting of a 3D printed detachable capsule mounted on a stand that contains a scanner. What the fuck? All right.
Thank you. Lick
History.
my balls
Shut
now.
up. I never said it wasn't. I said, have you? I asked you a question.
Oh, yes, and I did.
The sarco is an expansion of the hypoxic death provided by a suicide bag. What is a suicide bag? Also known as an exit bag or hood, is a part of a euthanasia device consisting of a large plastic bag with a draw cord used to commit suicide through inert gas asphyxiation. Oh, it's capitalism at work. They're selling pods. That's all, making it fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have an idea.
Go on.
We'll grab all these migrants seeking asylum.
Oh, jeez. No. Just stop.
No.
Stop. Anyways, let's go back to
And
the
have them build
conversation.
sarcopods.
No, and have them test them.
Yeah. Let's go back to the conversation because this, I remember when they were first discussing this bill.
When I first met him, I had hair.
Oh, jeez. When they were first discussing this bill, it was a huge conversation. It was a huge debate on ethics and all that stuff. Finally, it passed, and it seems
I never
to be.
understood the conversation on this whole thing. Like,
It's
if
the-
you're of
it's on
sound
eth-
mind and you're suffering and you want to be dead, I mean, 9 times out of 10, you probably have the ability to kill yourself. So, like, it's not a crime to kill yourself, right? It's not a crime.
Okay.
So now, if you're, I mean, it's because the medical practitioners are involved, right? That's
Yeah.
why the law comes in.
Yeah.
Because I was like, if you want to be dead, like you can.
It was
be
a
dead.
big it was a big ethical dilemma back in the day because not all doctors wanted to do it, and
It's a
they
system,
were
right? Yes.
afraid that the system would tell them, "Listen, you have to be able to offer this." So there's only a few of them that could. See, now this new bill is going to include nurses that are specialized to do it, and they're going to force certain departments and certain medical professionals to offer it as well, even though before they could opt out of it. So this has sprung up this whole debate again on whether or not we're moving too quickly and we're opening the door too wide. Kind of like how abortion used to be back in the 60s and 70s, where
Or how it is now in some of the states.
yeah, it's like, dude, I mean, will this become an excuse for anyone who just doesn't want a baby to go and, extract it, And it's kind of the same thing here. It's like anyone that just wants to die can just go, but it's not really like that, right? I mean, you need to have a medical condition that renders you kind of, inapt in order to qualify. But is there any blurred lines there? I mean, what is considered inapt? I mean, they did a huge study, and I mean, it's pretty well controlled, like who qualifies and who doesn't. But I mean, when you're looking at the numbers, 7% of the deaths are part of this program. It seems like a lot. I don't know.
Seems like a lot.
Compared
It
to the
also
other
begs
countries,
the question:
it's
how
almost
many
double.
people were just waiting to die, like suffering? It's a different conversation.
Yeah.
Speaking of suicide, I had a road rage incident a few weeks back.
I mean, let's end on a more hilarious note because this was sad.
Yeah.
So go for it.
Yeah. So
That's all the time we had, everyone.
I was in traffic. I was leaving from the airport, and I go to take the exit, and there's a cab driver way behind me, because I took the exit and he was speeding, and because I got in front of him, even though there was traffic,
A weird story flow, but go on.
he keeps flashing his lights, and then he comes up behind me, but you can't go nowhere because there's
Can't go
fucking
nowhere.
traffic, right?
Fucking traffic.
He
bro.
starts honking. So then I ignore him. Whatever, fuck this guy.
I think it was hard because you maybe cut him off.
No, bro. The guy was far away, bro.
Okay.
I was looking at my rear view mirror. It was very far. So then he just didn't like it that I got in front of him.
Or maybe he thought you were one of those Uber guys and they're still against
No,
him.
no.
Maybe he's racist towards mustaches.
No, he couldn't see.
Half
He
mustaches.
hadn't seen me yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is gross.
So then it's not a half mustache. Go fuck
It's
yourself.
a
You're
full
such a
man suit.
hater,
It's
bro.
a transparent.
It's not. What are you
It's
talking
transgendered.
about? Let me ask you. Can you see my upper lip now? No, you can't.
I can.
You're hiding behind a mic, so I can't.
Move that mic and show us your stash.
Okay, listen.
Yeah.
It's crooked though, you know that,
So then,
right?
so then we get
Yeah,
yeah.
that side's longer?
It's yeah. No, don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's fine.
I
He's
have
gonna
to fix it.
He's gonna,
So gross looking.
You're gross looking. Your bald head is gross looking.
Yeah?
So listen to this.
yeah, and
So then this guy pulls up behind. So then we're in traffic together now. He pulls up next to me, and he goes, roll down your window. I go, what? He goes, what's your problem? I go, what's my problem? He goes, you got in front of me.
Is the story still going?
I go, that's how it fucking works, bro. I put on my turn signal. I got in front of you. You just didn't like because you were
you
fucking
actually
speeding.
took time to talk to this guy. Okay.
So then he has his window rolled on. So I go, what's your problem? Why are you coming in behind me like you're going to fucking hit me, bro? He goes, why? Why? Because I want to die, he goes.
he wants to die.
I want to kill myself, he goes.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
He's crazy.
I'm like, what?
This is,
What'd you do?
this is a cab driver.
This is a cab driver.
Nice.
So I go to him, why? Because Uber took your job, bro.
Ooh.
And he goes, fuck you. I go, fuck it, bro. If you want to kill yourself, this is road rage. Drive your car to a bridge and drive off, bro. Don't fucking involve me.
I
in
would
your-
have taken his number and called his taxi cab and I say, listen, I have one of your drivers that told me he wants to
If
kill
someone
himself.
told me I want to die, I'd be like, bro, are you okay?
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong? Who
Well,
hurt you?
I told him, good. Like,
Nice, play the music.
okay, that was not funny.
That was not only not a fun story, it was a sad story. It also really painted a grotesque picture of you. Because now a man basically told you, I have suicidal thoughts, and,
And
you're like,
you
go kill
encouraged
yourself.
him. Yeah, you encouraged him.
That's fucked up, man.
It's
Yeah.
on you now.
Like, you made that story up, right?
No.
You're a monster.
Well, because he's a piece of shit, bro.
But the guy obviously is
Is the music playing? Is the music playing?
Explain
Thank
now.
you for joining us on this episode of The Morning Show. It's been one of those episodes where Poseidon ran amok again. Actually, no, you didn't run amok. You just did not do
was
the
okay
things you
today.
thought you were doing.
He was okay today.
You really, like you thought you were telling a good joke, it fell flat. You thought you were telling a crazy
I had some
story.
good ones. I had some
Turns
good
out
ones.
you're an asshole. Like you,
I am but
who's taunting a suicidal man.
how is this news? We always knew it was.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's not really a news show because these aren't news items. These are things we know.
But we already we already knew I was an asshole.
He argued with himself there. He's like, we already have. Yeah. My name is Phil Balabanos. You can go over to balabanos.com. to check out some of the stuff I do. I'm going to be posting some updates on the saga of my dead camera coming up. I have an email thread going with DJI, see if they can replace my camera that got run over by Korean tires.
These fucking Koreans.
No, South Korean, not North Korean. George still podcasts sometimes, but he's so busy now, just doing stuff and making bank, right?
Making up paper.
Paper George. It's all about that paper, George. We'll be back on Friday, maybe. George won't be because he never comes in on Fridays. He has work. And I think I'm also not here on Friday, actually. Because my March break starts early for the kids. So I got to deal with my offspring and entertain her and take her for glasses. She needs glasses.
Whole week? They have a week?
They have Friday. They're like, you know what? You have a week off? Let me fuck your life up. Let's give you a pet day right before, make it a 3-day weekend. Enjoy. Should have used a condom. See you guys next Wednesday. Be safe, be cool. Don't have road rage. If someone reaches out, like someone tried to, this desperate cry for help that came to Poseidon, don't be a Poseidon. Open your heart to them. Goodbye.
Ciao, guys.
Goodbye.